it's your friend Liz here. I want to talk about widow versus widower. When a widower moves on and they find this new connection, everybody's so happy for them. They're more supportive. They're like, oh, that's so great. And you can see their comments and their face expressions are totally different than when a widow decides to move on for a new relationship. It's towards negative, and I think we should start changing that. It's negative towards, especially if she has children. Forget about it. They're like, oh, what is she doing? She has to raise those kids. She don't have time for a new relationship. Has she lost her mind? But in reality, that person is a human as well, and we need connections. We feel vulnerable. We do have our lonely times. And I think we should start normalizing that, especially in our society. It's probably a culture thing too, as well. But I just feel that it's more okay for the widow to move on without any negativity. And in reality, that person, that widow, is also needing that connection as well. And it's so hard for her because if she has children, it's so hard for her to even make that time unless she has a great support group where when she has that time of free time for herself, she can make new connections and not feel so guilty about that. And I feel that we're not as supportive as we should as a society. And she also has the right to move on. And it's not right, it is just not easy for that person, for any person to move on when their loved ones pass away. Um, we didn't decide to live this life. This life was chosen for us. So now we have to make most of it, even though we want it or not. That's just how life is. And we shouldn't find death to be an awkward position. When someone asks you like your status, or when you go back to the dating scene and you meet some people and you say, and they ask you, oh, how long have you been divorced? And when you're not divorced, forget about it. And they say that you're a widow, they're like, what? Like, yeah, I'm a widow. And they just find it becomes so awkward. It's just like, it doesn't flow anymore. And they look at you and it's just like, and then you may try to make jokes of it and be like, I didn't murder my husband. They'd be like, or, vice versa. And I think that no one has the right to give anybody a negative reaction towards anything. And don't put your, if you didn't experience it, I always say, don't put your opinion on it. Don't give your advice. If you're going to give great advice, yes. But if you're not going to give good advice and you're negative towards that, then don't say anything at all. Don't say anything at all, because that widow and widower is trying to move on the best they can. And listen, we're not born here to be alone. We're born here to share a life with someone that you can have a great connection with, someone that you want to share a life with. And we have to do better as a society. We have to be mindful, be more supportive. And the widow and widower has to learn not to take those comments as well. Just live the best life you know how to. Because you know what? You deserve happiness too. You deserve to laugh. You deserve to smile. You're not here to be sad, always. Your loved one is not resting if you like that. It's really hard enough to live a life without them. So you're here to make the most of it. And that's what you have to learn as well. You deserve to live the best life you can. And I hope you do. I hope you find the love, because you also deserve to be loved and to receive it, and also to give back to it. So everyone deserves to be loved. And that's what you have to remind yourself. Until next time.